America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
Yes, people, welcome in. This is a live edition of episode number 7 of the Untitled series. I hope you're doing well. I'm good. Really just going live because I'm feeling lazy. I did not want to edit and export, upload, and wait for it to upload. I'm being lazy. I'm going to be honest with y'all. So I decided to do this little episode live. So I hope y'all are doing well. There's a couple people already in the chat. Let me say what's up. This is the first time I ever doing this part live, so it won't be the longest stream, but hopefully it'll be a good one. Tottenham Forever says, evening Jay, big up yourself. Hope you're doing well and enjoying your channel over there. Big up Colin with Talk and Ball as well. He is in the house. The Perchy TV is here, says big up Jacob, big up yourself Perchy. And Phil Coys, Phil, how are you doing, my friend? Says big up Jacob, big up yourself right now, Phil. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so there's a few things that I wanted to talk to y'all about on this edition of the again, episode 7 of the Untitled series. Please do hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. We are on the road to 1,500. Again, I this is kind of impromptu. Like I said, my wife got off work and I was gonna record something, then I was like, man, I really don't feel like recording nothing. I'll just go live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Big up Ed in the house. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. There's a few things on the top of my list, but mainly the real thing that I wanted to talk about first and foremost was I was watching ANGE Postecoglou's Q&A with some of the fans that he did. Little hurt, Tottenham. Little hurt that you didn't invite your boy to ask ANGE Postecoglou some questions, because I would have loved to ask the man some questions. I also would have showed him some of these kangaroos I got just laying around the studio. That's what y'all missed out on. I'm gonna be real honest. But before I talk about ANGE Postecoglou and all that, and then Harry Kane, allegedly we offered him a new contract. HØJBJERG allegedly is on his way to Atletico Madrid potentially. There's 2 European clubs that are in for Pierre-Emile HØJBJERG. So, you know, those are some interesting bits of news. But I do want to read a quote. Let me go ahead and I will share this with you all. Whoever the hell Gordon Strachan is, he had a quote on ANGE Postecoglou I thought was quite interesting. So if you didn't see this, I'll go ahead and read it out for you now. It says, it doesn't matter who Tottenham will be playing. They will be looking to unsettle teams with the intensity of their play. ANGE likes to do everything very quickly. His football is so quick, he was catching the cameraman out. Shout out to the cameraman. As a cameraman myself, I feel their pain. Sometimes it's tough when you got a new manager and you got to change things up. It's tough. He also goes on to say that they'll be compact without the ball when they move forward. They'll play with a lot of width. The football isn't too dissimilar to Manchester City's in terms of width, movement in the midfield, and fullbacks inverting. The fullbacks inverting part is something that we've talked about quite a bit in relation to worrying about Pedro Porro or worrying about maybe Destiny Udogie on those as those fullbacks. But if they're playing that inverted role, that we were going to be asking some different things, and then that'll be interesting to see. Again, I can't wait for preseason to start. We are 12 days away from our first match in Perth. It feels like right around the corner, but then on some days it also feels like it can't come soon enough. How are you all feeling about it? For me, I'm itching, man. I'm itching to see. Big up Echo. I'm itching to see something for me personally. He also says everything his teams do is at a high tempo. It's the type of football that Tottenham fans will enjoy. I do also want to caveat that if you haven't seen some of the training videos coming out from Tottenham Hotspur training ground, very exciting stuff. They're counting the amount of passes. They're ordering the people to make the passes faster. They're counting in English. They're counting in Spanish, I heard. A lot of fun stuff coming out from Tottenham Hotspur training ground. It's an exciting time, y'all. A lot of reasons to be excited for me personally. Phil Coy says, Gordon Strachan is a Leeds legend, Jacob, and well known with the Celtic fans as well. Well, there we go. He's a Leeds legend. I like Leeds. I never heard of this guy before this morning. And he's well known with the Celtic fans. And well, ain't that pretty cool? Big up, Phil. Thank you for that bit of information. I guess that's a little fun part about doing this live. I don't have to just like correct myself in the comments. If y'all do comment after, if you're watching this on demand, I highly encourage you to comment. I will always respond to your comments, whether you're watching on United Spurs of America or if you're watching on Jacob TV. Shout out yourself right now if you are watching on Jacob TV. But nonetheless, big up Paul Brown says, evening all, come on you Spurs, with a little soccer ball emoji. Good luck and fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, ain't that right? So this is the first thing I wanted to talk about. This quote to me is embodying a lot of the things that I think I heard initially when we were going to hire ANGE Postecoglou. That it's similar to Manchester City, that there's a lot of movement in the midfield. I'm just so excited to see what we can do. I do want to shout out the Hotspur hippie real quick. I was watching his show a little bit earlier. Okay, and he was talking about training, how it's nice that they're actually kicking a ball and stuff. And I started wondering, like, when we had Antonio Conte, how much of this content was coming out? Like, one of the first things I saw this morning was Tottenham Hotspur official tweeted just like a white heart, and it was ANGE Postecoglou with a handshake and a pat on the back to all the folks coming off the pitch at the end of training. But I do want to caveat that. Did you see Tanguy and Ndombele? He got 2 pats on the back. I mean, I know I did a whole stream with Sean Butler breaking down the psychodynamics of body language and what it could possibly mean. What does this mean? Now that we're talking about ANGE Postecoglou, he doubled up on the back pats. Most people got 1. They got a handshake and but some of them, they got a and Ndombele got a pa pa pa, you know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe there's something into it. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Training, they aren't standing, but moving for the ball. Exactly. Who did look a little, I do have to admit, Tanguy and Ndombele did look a little labored here and there. Big up Cursor as well. Cursor's in the house, like secured. Big up, Jacob. Big up yourself right now. Thank you for being here, and thank you for hitting the like, my friend. So yeah, these videos coming out of training, they're pretty interesting. I don't know if any of y'all got the chance to see them yet, but they're pretty fun. But also, on the same note of speaking about things that got released today, there was a Q. Was it today that got released? I think it was today that got released. He did a little Q&A with some of the fans, and there was a quote that stood out to me, and I didn't like. I'm going to share this because I don't like the way that Spurs Express worded this. Yes, I'm just go ahead and show it. Yes, he was speaking to Asian Spurs fans, and he was also speaking to Australian Spurs fans. But I feel like this quote is not just for them; it's for me. It's for United States of America, United Spurs of America. He was talking to me. Yeah, because, hey, I'll be waking up at 5 a.m. I hear them crying over there in Australia. Y'all wake up at this time for this and that. I'll wake up at that time too. Okay, 2 a.m., I can stay up for that and watch a match. But I have to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so to me, let's be a little fair here. I don't think he was just speaking to Asian Spurs fans. That's a little not inclusive. I would say he's speaking to all fans who are not in the UK, who are waking up at odd times, who are, quite frankly, putting the team on their back just to watch them and potentially ruining your entire weekend, depending how the results go. If we're talking about last year, it was all the time, waking up at 5 a.m. to watch 0-0, 1-1. I mean, come on, I never liked that. I'm going to run through some more of the chat here real quick. Echo says, Ndombele is talented but lazy. I think you're right. He's got a lot of talent. I'm going to try and I'm going to see if I can get away with playing a little tiny clip of some Ndombele magic on the training pitch today. That Vestal, big up Vestal, says, like dropped for my guy. Big up yourself. Aaron J, Man City play tiki-taka. We will play tiki-taki. All right. I don't know what tiki-taki football is, but it sounds fun. And it sounds all right with me, so I'll take it. Big up the special one. Big Al says like secured. Big up Jacob. Big up yourself right now and enjoy yourself some Maurizio Pochettino because he's gone. And seeing him in the fucking training gear of Chelsea, that was just weird to me. Madarius Bunting, big ups on me. Yes, sir. Big ups on you every day. Hope you're doing well, Madarius. Big up yourself. But yeah, so this quote from the Spurs Express says, Ange Postecoglou speaking with Asian Spurs fans. Again, I'm going to say fucking universal Spurs fans, not just Asian Spurs fans, who regularly watch Tottenham games in the early hours of the morning. Do they think that Americans don't watch the games at 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, 6? Is that not early? The West Coast, they're waking up at 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. to watch these matches. So they need to show some inclusion to the American folk and the West Coast specifically, and then I would say the Mountain Time Zone, which is myself included, and Michael. So, but in regards to, there was a question that they asked on there, which was like, what are you going to do to like motivate us to get up at these crazy times and like keep us engaged in the match? And he said, I guarantee you that you won't be falling asleep watching our games, irrespective of the time of day. That will be a guarantee. I really hope he's being honest there. I really hope this is true because, like I said, last season, waking up at 5:30 a.m. to watch what I seen, some of them matches that I seen, not great stuff. So I hope that this is true. Again, when I'm watching anything, I think by this point, if you know me well enough, you know that I'm looking into it. I'm listening. I'm watching his eyes. I'm watching body language. I'm trying to see what kind of message he's putting down. And he seems super genuine. Like he seemed genuinely happy to be there. He didn't seem like this 10-minute video, which I'm assuming it probably took him over an hour and a half of shooting this. I mean, he didn't seem like he was complaining at all. He didn't seem like he didn't want to be there. To me, sometimes, with Antonio Conte, it was a little bit of the, like, how much time do we really got with this guy? Let's just, let's just temper. I see Scott in the chat. Big up Mile High Hotspur says, sup, my homie. Big up Scott says, Ange making promises he cannot keep, but I will still wake up at stupid. I will still wake up stupid early to watch is what I'm assuming you meant to say there, because I agree with you, Scott. I don't know that he's making promises he can't keep, but I will still wake up at stupid early hours to watch. Scott, I think you're a couple hours ahead of me, if I'm not mistaken. Or are we on the same time zone? I don't know how Canada's geographical map looks, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I knew that's what you meant. Big up Phil Coys still in the house. Curious what y'all think. Do you think he's going to give us something to be excited about? Do you think he's going to really give us this exciting ball? Me personally, I'm bought in. I'm already in. You could already say he's swept me off my feet. The man Ange Postecoglou has already got me rearing and ready to go. Another tweet that I want to pull up from the Spurs Express, the fucking Spurs Express. Harry Kane. Apparently, we're offered him $400K a week, which is fucking crazy, man. You think about the fact that in a month he'll be making $1 million. Hey, if he's the best in the world, he deserves it. So I'm curious to see how that comes out. Apparently, Dan Kilpatrick, this fucking guy, apparently he's the one who said this for whatever. Yeah, Harry Kane crunch talks with Daniel Levy and Ange Postecoglou when he returns to training next week after Spurs offer him a massive deal. So does that mean we did offer him a massive deal, or are we going to offer him a massive deal? I don't really know. Sometimes these journos and these fucking publications, they want to put things out and it just don't really make that much sense. There he goes plugging Sky Blue, whatever that is. Moving it right along, I am already on 15 minutes. These episodes, I try not to make them more than 20 minutes, so I'm going to keep it moving along. Please do keep hitting up them likes. Where are we at in the likes? I don't be checking the likes, but I will check today. 17 likes. Hey, there we go. 17 likes. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing as well. $400K a week. I'm fine with it. The man deserves it. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. That's the going rate for top strikers. Echo says, I have real quick before I go into this Perisic stuff, I got a question. I found out like yesterday that Kai Havertz was making $400K a week last year. And to me, that just doesn't make sense. I don't know what he does better than Harry Kane, personally. To warrant that kind of money, that's a lot of money. Did y'all know that Kai Havertz last year was making 400,000 grand a week. That's just absurd to me, man. I don't know. Anytime I've ever seen the guy, I don't know what he does that he's off that he and then Arsenal signed him for a pretty big fee. They're going to get Declan Rice soon. A lot going on. But again, I'm just trying to keep my mind on Tottenham, keep my blinders on. Don't worry about what Chelsea doing. Don't worry about what Arsenal doing. Don't worry about what these motherfuckers doing. Got to worry about what Tottenham doing. That's how I feel anyway. So yeah, but you're right, Echo. That is the going rate for strikers. I do want to talk about this now. Ivan Perisic. I woke up in the morning and there was a lot of rumors that he was already made an agreement, already he's out the door. He's already, been here one season. I think we contractually have him for another 12 months. But for me, Fabrizio coming out and saying that there's been no concrete and official indications that Perisic will leave Tottenham. That's just him saying that, his people hasn't heard it. But from other sources in Croatia, they're saying that he's already agreed to personal terms. It's just a matter of getting the deal over the line. So I wonder at what point will Fabrizio tweet out and say, okay, actually Perisic might leave. I just don't see why Perisic will want to stay here. I also got a question for y'all. If you're watching this live or you're watching this on demand, answer me in the chat, y'all, if y'all here in the chat. But if you're watching this on demand, let me know what you think. Is this a failure of Tottenham Hotspur? The fact that a guy who came here and he's on the tail end of his career, and he just came here, spent one season, and now he's already trying to get out the door. Is that a failure on our end, or is that just a matter of wrong marriage, wrong time in life? I don't know. Big up, Bryce. Lick me up some Adama. Well, hey, Adama's free. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it because I ain't heard a word about him. But he is a... hopefully you can still see me. This thing acting funny. Yeah, so Perisic, how would y'all feel as well? Hopefully you still got me here. I'm getting the Wi-Fi signal, but hopefully y'all still got me. Phil says, no, that can't be right, Jacob. De Bruyne is the only player on 400K in the Prem. Is that true? Again, shout out to source at whoever the fuck on Twitter. They're the ones who told me that, what's his name? Kai Havertz was out there on a 400K a week, and that's also what Mason Mount was looking to get with Chelsea, and they said no. So then he was like, okay, I'll go to United, and I think he's getting somewhere north of 300. I don't know. Not my money, not my problem, but it would just be crazy. It would just be crazy to think that Kai Havertz was making more than Harry Kane in the Premier League. Spurs are cheap. Harry Wood, oops. System change. Yeah, system change. I think that's a big yeah, the system change may be what's causing Perisic to want to leave. Honestly, him and Hugo Lloris, it was like, what, 6 days after the season ended? They were both already talking about moving on and doing something else. To me, it seemed like when Conte left, Perisic would soon follow. And to me, it really doesn't bother me if he does because, at the same time, it's just like, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Big up to everyone who's here. We got 30 of y'all watching live right now. That's really cool. That means a lot to me that 30 of y'all would tune in right now for this little impromptu live episode. Please do hit that like while you're here. It helps the show phenomenally. Let's see. I'm gonna keep rolling through some of these comments and I'll keep it rolling. Maybe this episode will be the longest episode of the Untitled series just because there are some more things I need to get through. And I think the chat, I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love you, chat. Y'all are making me go a little bit over the time limit than I thought I would, but that's okay. We're fluid here on United Spurs America. We keep things moving. We keep it going. Corey's in the house. Big up, Corey. Says only came for Conte. Of course, he was leaving after the season. I agree. I think that's a good. I mean, we don't have to spend too much time talking about Perisic. I just thought it was a little bit of news that he's not for sure out the door, but there's reports that he's out the door. But again, I've said this on this channel. Fabrizio Romano, he ain't gonna tweet some unless it's like factual. And I mean, he is quote unquote on the Twitter world a tap-in merchant. But this to me, this tweet just sounds like he ain't had no information yet to tell him that Perisic is on the move. But I think that he is. I really do. Real quick, I'm going to play this. Let's see how this works out. This is about Tanguy and Ndombele. So if trigger warning, if you're triggered by Tanguy and Ndombele and you got all this hate for Tanguy and Ndombele, I don't understand, but I'm going to play some for you. I mean, again, I watched the training video that they released. He did do this about 2 clips after he got the ball stolen off of him and then they scored. But then he did do this. So he's got some nice quality. There's a nutmeg. There's a nice forward pass. Finds his man. Just kind of juking and saucing and being nasty. Just overall nastiness. Being a nasty, nasty man. Look at this. Ooh, ooh. Boop up over him. Boop up over him. Tanguy and Ndombele resurgence season number 2. Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh, yeah. Tanguy version 2. I can see it. I can see it. I'm not going to lie. But moving it right along to the Pierre-Emile Højbjerg news. That's pretty fun. I wrote through some of the comments before I continue. Let me see. Perisic just does not suit the way that Ainge plays. You're probably right. And especially if we're getting Maynard Solomon, I would imagine, because I did say that I wouldn't mind keeping Perisic as Sonny's backup to come in and play the last 5 to 12 minutes of a match, maybe swing some crosses into the box. I'm fine with him doing that, the left wing position. That is what he does for Croatia, so I'm fine with him doing that. But if we do get Maynard Solomon in on a free, he's younger, faster, got more upside at this juncture in his career, to be quite frankly. So, yeah, I don't mind if Perisic goes, if we do get Solomon, that is. Big up Liverpool 12th man. Big up to you, Jacob. You just mentioned Adama. Did you lose your couch on your bet? No, I bet my mattress or a couch. I bet something that Adama would score against us, and he did. But unfortunately, no one took the bet up because I'd be up a couch right now if they did. Glenn Meadows, high salary can happen from timing of signing the deal and the agent's prowess regardless of actual worth. Very good point about that whole thing that I was just talking about. Echo, Hugo quit on us. Hugo quit us. He should go. Yes, he should. I'm an advocate that he should go. Gina Kim, big up Gina Kim. Long time no see, Gina. Hope you're doing well. That was on Conte, who was trying to push his wingback system, and we all know that didn't end well. That is right. Romano is legit. He is legit. Again, him and my wife are the only 2 people on Twitter that I have updates. Like when they tweet, I get a notification. So that should tell you how much I value whenever he has something to say, because he's got a lot of sources, a lot of moving parts over there. Cash Morton H. Thorson. Big up. That's a fun name. Cage. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. First time seeing this name. Says, I just logged in. What is the main info? I'm going to give you a new follower, but please tell me what's happening. Hey, I'm telling you what's happening, baby. It's all happening here. I'll recap real quick what I've been talking about just because you just got here. But again, if you're watching this on playback, please do hit that like. Ange Postecoglou's instilling a lot of belief in me that he is the man. He is the reason for the season to believe for Tottenham Hotspur. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I like Scott him in the chat. He'll always kind of keep me grounded. But I like to ride my emotions. And right now my emotions with Ange Postecoglou is very good. His quotes are very good. He did a Q&A with the fans, very good. Kane, we're offering him a deal, which is good. We have to offer him a deal. Now, if he don't sign it, then the conversation becomes, okay, Kane, what do you want then? What do you want us to do? Because if we offer him the contract and he don't want it, at that point we got to sell. That's just how I feel. And then I was talking a little bit about Perisic as well, Mr. Cash. I was talking about Perisic, his role, the fact that Maynard Solomon may determine the fact that we don't actually need him going forward, especially with Destiny Udogie coming in. But we might need a left back, unless we're talking about Mickey Van de Ven. If we do get that sign, if we do sign Mickey Van de Ven, then he could play left back too. Ben Davies could play left back. We got some options there, so I'm not too concerned if Ivan Perisic leaves. But the next little bit of news I want to get to, I'm gonna catch up on the comments real quick. Scott M, if we were competing, Perisic would be a great bench option, but can't imagine he's interested in a rebuild. Fair point. Why would he? What's the point of riding around? But I mean, again, if he's gonna go to Croatia, what are you gonna do out there that you're probably gonna be making less money too? I if I'm him, I want to make the most money right before I go and quit the sport. Phil says Solomon grew up supporting Spurs. A little bit of info. Yeah, we do have a pretty deep rooted fan base in Israel, if I'm not mistaken. And he is Israeli national. I don't know how you say that shit. Don't try and get me on the PC, but yeah, I do. That's good. I like Spurs fans. I want Spurs fans to play for Spurs. I want people to love the club, and I want them to play for us if they love the club. Bryce says, rumors that Hugo is having his contract torn up. I'll believe it when I see it, but I want it to happen. This is another guy on my list of heads that must roll this summer. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I'll make a video, heads that must roll this summer. One of them has already rolled, i.e. Harry Winks. Bye-bye. Again, I'm not going to trash talk players when they're gone. Harry Winks, I got a whole essay's worth of things I can say about him. But he's gone. I don't need to. Now, the next bit of players that need to go, because I have a whole bunch to say about them, they got to go, though. Their heads got to roll. Eric Dyer. You know Eric Dyer. You know him. You hate him. I'm going to play the clip for you.
You guys never win anything, right? No. Right? Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Love it. Love that clip being on demand. He's got to go. Hugo Lloris quit on us. He's got to go. Rip up the contract. No one want to buy. Rip up the contract. These are players, two of those specifically. I won't put Ben Davies in that group of players because I believe Ben Davies actually has a certain mindset in his head that like he's not like Eric Dyer where he's going to go around laughing at the fact that he's a fucking loser. So again, it's also a matter of priority. He's not as high on the list of priority. Like quitters, people with the mentality of Eric Dyer, they're high on my list. They got to go, quite frankly. Got to go. Lisa, big up Lisa. Just south of the border here. Big up Jacob. Thanks for streaming when I can actually catch it. Hey, yeah, of course. Glad you could catch this live. Again, I wasn't planning on going this long. I'm almost at 30 minutes. But hey, we move anyway. The chat's popping. As soon as y'all aren't popping, then I'll wrap this thing up. Sean EJ Daniel says Spence seems to be available for loan or sale as Spurs looking at right back. And Gula is also an interest of us. I think I have. There's also another person that we're interested in, along with Manchester United. So it might not be much of a race, Sean E.J. Daniel. Spence, I wouldn't mind Spence staying around. He at least seems like he's got the right attitude, and maybe Ainge can get some out of him. He likes players with a lot of pace. He likes players with a lot of spunk. Maybe that's not the right word. Gula. I don't know who Gula is, but I do know. I'm going to share this real quick. Atletico Paranaense. Atletico Paranaense have given Barcelona an ultimatum of 24 hours to send the documents necessary to complete the signing of Vitor Roque. The Brazilian side are running out of patience. Meanwhile, PSG, okay, so PSG is also in the race. PSG, Manchester United, and Tottenham will not stop calling about this guy, Vitor Roque. I mean, I don't know who that is. Do y'all know who that is? I have no fucking clue. I'm about to look him up, though, and we can look him up together here on the United Spurs of America. Vitor Roque, Atletico, 18-year-old Brazilian. He is a forward, right-footed, 5'8". Here, let me share this tab. There we go. Vitor Roque. Apparently PSG, United, and us, we cannot stop calling about this man. It appears as though he's a striker. He played 13. Oh, let's see, what competition is this? Brazil Serie A. So in the Brazil Serie A, 7 goals in 13 matches. Okay. 2 assists. So 9 goal contributions in 13 matches. That's all right. That's pretty good. That's all right. But I mean, he didn't seem like he played that much. So he's pretty young. Valued at what? 18.5 millies? Ah, well, you know. I don't know what that is. Anyhow, there's that guy. Apparently, we're interested in him per this. Roger Torello. Let's look him up. You know, I like to check the validity. Well, how many we got here, buddy? Ooh, 24,000. All right, that's that. All right. He collaborates with BN Sports, Barcelona TV, Golazzo. The go. I guess maybe that's CBS. I don't know. But yeah, there he is. Mr. Roger is saying that we're interested in this player. So cool. I like it. I like young players. I'm all for it. Yeah, see, this is the thing I was seeing. He's close to returning to Croatia with Hajduk. Hajduk. That looks Croatian as fuck. That little checkered thing right there. Yeah, I don't know who the hell this is. Never heard of this club. Don't watch many Croatia league. Don't even know what the title of that league is. But Hajduk, I guess it's where he's trying to go. Let's see. There was something else. Wait, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. That's what it was. In today's bullshit news of the day, I saw this floating around from whoever the fuck Spurs Lion is. I don't know who this is. Spurs Lion says that we're exploring a swap deal with Atletico. I saw another tweet that said Højbjerg plus 40 million for João Felix. João Felix. What do we think, y'all? Do we want João Felix? Is this? I mean, I know a lot of people don't want Højbjerg to stay, but like, what is the idea here going for João Felix? Here, I'll pull his picture up. There you go. Apparently, Felix really enjoyed living in London. Isn't that lovely? Spurs see him as a perfect player to complement the likes of Kane, Son, and Madison. Felix on the right? I'm down. I'm definitely down Felix on the right. But João Felix and Pedro Porro, wasn't there something like Pedro Porro smashed his chick or something like that? She cheated on João Felix with Pedro Porro. Wasn't there? That'd be fun. We get to, was a little bit, what is that reality? Love Island. We'll have a little Love Island drama in the fucking locker room. That'll be lovely. Echo says, Kane said at the end of the season that our defense was shit. Yes, he did. He did say that. It makes me so pissed watching that video every time. Sorry, I had to play it. Sorry. Bryce says, it's 9:45 a.m. here in Australia, Jacob. Do feel free to go for a few hours to get me through work. Hey, man, I hope you're doing all right out there in Australia. I hope you're having a good day. If you see any kangaroos, take a picture of them for me. Like I've said, Bryce, these are my favorite animals, man. Kangaroos, don't eat them. Don't kill them. Don't be mean to them. I love them. And if you got, I love them, so just be nice to them. You haven't been streaming in a while. Hope all is well. Yeah, the streaming schedule's been kind of all over the place, especially this past week. Tuesday, I normally do a Tuesday live stream. It was July 4th. I was celebrating freedom, family, and barbecue. But yeah, so I'm trying to bring as much content as possible, at least one thing a day, whether it be a live or a little upload. Trying to do at least one thing a day here on United Spurs of America. So, and then sometimes a couple more over there on Jacob TV. Cash Morton, thank you for doing the comment on my questions. What is the time in your place in the U.S.? Time in Norway now is 1:46. I'm guessing 1:46 in the morning. Time to take a nap. Thank you. I'm a new follower. Hey, big up. Thank you for the support there, buddy. Big ups and appreciate it. Hope you have a good nap or sleep. If it's 1:45 in the afternoon, that is a great time for a nap. But most people don't get that luxury. So if it is 1:45 in the morning, thank you for tuning in at that crazy time and becoming a new follower, hitting that like and commenting. That's what it's all about here. Create a little community. The time here it's almost 6 p.m. It is almost 6 p.m. here, about 8 minutes away from 6 p.m. at this current moment. Let's see. Sean says, Israeli kid is Gula. Might have misspelt his name. Israel U21 player. Spurs have been linked to Galatasaray and Torino right backs. Okay, so does he play? I'm gonna look up his name. Gula. Ricardo Gula. I see a Ricardo Gula and a João Goulart. I see Goulart, no Gula. I don't see no Gula, only Goulart. I don't know who that is. I can't find him either, Sean. But appreciate you submitting that. I'll look into it if I figure out who he is. So when and why diff start? Don't know what that means. Hadouken split. Is that from Street Fighter? Hadouken. That's funny. Y'all having a little Ya lista con notificaciones prendidas. Prendidas. Very nice. We need center backs. Absolutely. Spurs Lion is tier 1 million, says Scott. Yeah, how on the level? I'm gonna do a quick poll. Y'all know me. I at least gotta do one poll stream. Come on, I'm live. I gotta do a poll. How much BS is this rumor? And then I'm gonna give a couple options. It's legit. Let's ride. Faker than a Kardashian ass. How about that? As fake as our trophy hopes. That's a good one. And then I hope it's true. Love Island, here we come. There we go. Oh, I can't do that one. Love Island incoming. How about that? Nope. It's. Let me see. I just got to rephrase this. There we go. Now the poll is live. Please do partake in that if you do get a chance. How much BS is this, y'all? Pierre-Emile Højbjerg going. I mean, I'm not saying that's BS that he going to Atletico, but the whole we're swapping him for João Felix. Spurs Lion. Let's look at this. Let's look at this guy. 2,000. He's not following anyone. 2,600 followers. I mean, what are we? I don't think this is very credible. Let's see. Let's see what he likes. Maybe they'll tell us. He's only liked 2 tweets ever. When was this created? June 2019. Must delete all his tweets or something. Okay, so he does tweet some Spurs stuff. Okay. Let's see. What else does he say? Kane will 100% stay this season per Spurs Lion. Wouldn't that be nice? They have to find a way to convince him to sign a new deal, or else his Spurs time is up. Juventus negotiate away. So he talked about a few things. Spurs in talks to sign, and this is in June 18th. And I ain't heard no one say anything about none of this. I ain't heard any of this. I'm not saying it's not true. Just saying I ain't heard shit about this. So I'm skeptical of this source. Skeptical. More than skeptical. Yeah, I mean, I'd take Felix. I think he'd be better than whoever we got out there on the right. Sean says not buying Longley, hurting Barca finances. Felix and Poro on the same side is a challenge. I mean, I'll tell you who'd be happy if Felix came to North London. His girlfriend. Because now she's got both her lovers in the same fucking city. Isn't that nice? Make things easier for her. Scott M. Romano, tier 1. Danny Kiriakou, tier 1. Jacob, tier 3. Spurs Lion, tier 1 million. He also said Kane staying, so that'd be nice. Oscar Gluck, Israel player who plays for Red Bull Salzburg. All right, here we go. I'm looking him up. Oscar Gluck. Okay, I see him now. 19 years old. Let's see. I'll share this tab. Here you go, so y'all can see what I. Let you see what I see. 19 years old. 5'7" midfielder, attacking midfielder. So what is this gonna be like? James Madison's backup? What are we talking here? This is the U21 European Championship. Let's see. Does he have any assists? 2 assists. All right. He's got 2 assists for his national team. Let's see. Let's see what he does in the Bundesliga. Let's see. 15 matches played. I'm up here, by the way, up above me. 15 matches played. He started a little more than half of them. 52 minutes a match. Not great. 2 goals as an attacking midfielder. 1 assist. 3 goal contributions in 8 starts. 15 matches played, so I don't know. He's young. Whatever. I'm not gonna judge him. Who cares? Whatever, man. Get him in. If he's cheap, what, 8.2 mil? Preferred foot, both? That's exactly what it said for Solomon. What's up with these Israeli boys? They're like, hey, I'm not right-footed or left-footed. I'm both. Hey, I like it. That's Heung-min Son right there for you. Sean E.J. Daniel says we will probably end up with Towson, Van de Veen, although we need Tapsoba. I've been saying we need Van de Veen and Tapsoba. Give me those two, and I'll feel good about our future a little bit. Big up, Jacob. Hey, big up, David, Irish Hotspur. Big up, my friend. Big up, my good friend. Hope you're doing well. Miss you live, man. I'm ready for the season to start just so I can see you live all the time again. That'd be nice. Tot Spurs in the house. Another YouTube chat member. Big up, Tot Spurs. Says big up, Jacob in chat. Cash Morton. When did you become a Spurs supporter? What's your age? I started to support Spurs. Eric, the keeper, started for Tottenham, and now we watched. For me, I became, what is it? I don't even know how many years ago it is now. Like 5 years, maybe 7 years ago. I became a fan of the Premier League, and then I chose my Premier League team, and it was Tottenham that I chose. Sometimes I wonder why, but most of the time I'm in love with them anyway. You know, even though they do me wrong, I still love them. I still love the damn team. Love a lot of the players. So, big up, Cash. Let's see. You started watching. When? Let me see. I got a goalkeeper card around here somewhere. Oh, you're talking about this guy, Mr. Cash. You're talking about this guy. Huh? Is he talking about? Eric Thorskendorsk? Eric the Viking? Is that who you're talking about? Let's see. He signed from a Swedish club, Gothenburg, for $400,000 in 1988 and is capable on his day of performing heroics. He has also had a spell with the German giants Bayern Munich and is Norway's first choice keeper. This season, he should pass the landmark of 100 league games for Tottenham Hotspur. Isn't that fun? What a guy. That's cool, man. Big ups. Let's see. In the words of the great Brian Daigle, defenders. We need defenders. Did Brian Daigle say that? We've all been saying that, to be fair. Gluck, I think, is who he means. Yep, we've solved that. 154 after midnight. Yeah, so it is very late there for you, man. Good luck. Fuck, I'm drunk. Well, trying to say that I watched Spurs together with a legend, the goalkeeper of Tottenham. Yeah, Eric. There he is. Eric Thorsgavorgst. Obviously, that's not how you say his last name. Sean, Spurs told to pay 50 mil euros for two defenders from Galatasaray. Nelson and Boy. I've heard a lot of the Nelson links. I know Ellie Højbjerg really likes him. I know Ellie likes him a lot. So, Cash says, I really enjoy your stream. If going to the U.S., I will give you a pint. My predictions, Kane is staying, signing a new contract next year. Okay, and becoming a hero and the biggest Spurs athlete ever. Talk to me nicely, Cash. I like that. You don't got to give me more than one reason to be hyped up about Harry Kane staying. We need him. I love him. I don't want him to leave. But if he won't sign the contract, then he's got to go. So Cash and Spurs Lion have both said Kane's staying. And I don't know. I believe him. Yes, I know him personally. You know him personally. Ain't that cool? Well, hey, you tell him to join me on a show sometime. Let's chat Spurs. I even got his card right here. Look at that. That is a sick-ass goalkeeper kit, though. I mean, can we get back to these days, to these kits, man? That is a sick goalkeeper kit, man. Come on. Tell him to join the show sometime. Both of y'all, join the show. Come have a chat with United Spurs of America. Let's share the love. But yeah, everybody, I think that's going to do it for me. I went about double the time I intended to go. I still had some stuff I wanted to talk about. But you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there. This has been a great time for me. I'm going to end the stream, or in the poll first before I end the stream. We're here on 32 likes. Big ups to the 32zias that liked this stream. The poll, we've got 8 votes in there. How much BS is the rumor? The winner is faker than a Kardashian ass. Ain't that nice? I always have a theory, though. It ain't fake if you can touch it. Take that or leave it for what it is. But big up everyone who's tuned in. Again, I just was being lazy. Didn't want to record and then edit and then upload. I just figured, fuck it, we'll do it live. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please do, if you are on demand, please do let me know what your thoughts are in the chat. Should I just do these all live from now on? I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. It might not work too well for like the organization of the channel. Whatever, who cares about that? But big ups, everyone. I really do appreciate all the support y'all showing me. Just an impromptu little stream. It ain't even a pop up with Jacob. It was just I was gonna do the daily upload, or the daily untitled series, whatever the fuck I'm calling it. I was gonna do that, but you know, either way, please do hit that like on your way out if you haven't already. Please do hit that subscribe and share this on your social platforms if you feel so inclined. It does help the channel if you share it. That is part of the algorithm. So by sharing the video, multiple people on multiple areas, geolocations, if they share it, it does help the algorithm. So please do push us out, help us grow. Hopefully we'll have something for you this weekend with Michael and myself. We both will be back very, very soon. If not, keep it here locked. Tomorrow I might go live, or I might just upload the video. I really don't fucking know. I really don't. It's summertime, you know what I mean? I'm not on really no schedule. I'm kind of just fluctuating with it. I also made a post in the community section asking you right there, your opinion, things you want to see on the channel going forward. Please do let me know. But yeah, y'all, this has been a lot of fun. Again, I almost went an hour this entire time because y'all just kept me here. Y'all had great conversation to keep me engaged. So I appreciate y'all tuning in and commenting and hitting them likes. Big shout out to the Patreon members as well. The Patreon link is in the chat, or in the description of this video, as is the memberships. If you feel so inclined to join the YouTube memberships, if not, liking, subscribing, and sharing, that is free. You don't have to pay a single dollar for that, and that is my vote because you know, I don't like to spend that much money if I can help it. So do the free thing: like, subscribe, share. And again, I will see you all on the tomorrow, live or on demand, don't know. It'll be here. Hit that notification bell, you'll know too, or follow us across socials, Twitter at @USpursOfA. We're on all this. We just got a thread too. If you're on Thread, I think Twitter, down with Twitter. So we're on Thread now too. Go follow us on there. We'll keep the schedules updated. I'll try and be more proactive about letting everyone know the availability and when we're going to put stuff out. So, but again, tomorrow, something's coming tomorrow. You can know that much. That's a short-sighted vision right there. But until next time, I hope you'll have a blessed day. Stay fresh, stay safe. And as always, come on, you Spurs. Coys, 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 coys.
Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.